welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Whoa! Get that out of here! Message sent, Jay. The Bucks at the controls. To Brogdon. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Can convert the free throw. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That boy's living his best life.
Bucks at the controls to Middleton. Here's Lopez, down low, throws it down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass. Ed, the reason why this could be the year of the fear of the deer, last season they only had 2 players that shot over 33% from the three-point line. Now you add the Michael Jordan of Delaware and Dante DiVincenzo and also Pat Connaughton. Those are the floor spacers you need.
And Jay, don't forget Ersan Ilyasova. Talk to the people in San Antonio. Talk to Brett Brown and the Sixers at the end of last year. With his length and his ability to space the floor, that's a great addition for the Bucks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you mentioned him. Well, at some point he's going to be a consistently great three-point shooter. When that time comes, look out. Goes to the left side. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 6 now.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dog. Oh! And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the 76ers, number 31,
Antetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. Joel Embiid rejects it. That's his first of the game. It's Ben Simmons controlling the offense. Down to Chandler. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Simmons to Embiid. Shot from in close, no good. Giannis with it up top. 10-6 our score. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Dante DiVincenzo at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Ben Simmons with the rock. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league?
He just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
For the Bucks, number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
Inside, he scores.
I said this on draft night that was one of the most valued picks in the draft that year. Dante DiVincenzo, the Michael Jordan of Delaware. That's what they called him in his hometown. He scored 31 points in the national championship game. He's not afraid to do it on both ends of the court as well.
Antetokounmpo. Stuffs it down with authority.
Giannis reminds me of Kevin Durant, and obviously their relationship has evolved even to the point where publicly KD gave him advice, and that was to play for himself. You think about the similarities, KD playing at OKC before he left for a bigger market in Golden State could be similar to the fate that of Giannis. But Giannis is a guy born of Nigerian parents, from Greece, loves small market towns, has a crack in his cell phone, likes to push a shopping cart down the aisle like anybody else. But it doesn't matter because the lights can shine bright for wherever Giannis decides to play. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Bucks at the controls. To Antetokounmpo. Takes stock of the floor. To Antetokounmpo. From the painted area, won't go down. Off the assist. Long key from three-quarters court. Final shot from half court, off the mark. And that does it. First quarter is in the books of this one. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
John Henson tips it. That's his first of the game.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2-4 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Milwaukee with the basketball. May 2018, Jay, the Bucks make the move to Mike Budenholzer, roster that's built to win now.
And Coach Bud brings stability to a team that had a lot of question marks around the head coaching position. Jason Kidd gets let go last year. That caused some drama with him and Giannis and the team. You hire Joe Prunty. He comes in. He tries his best. The team ultimately loses in the first round of the Eastern Conference. But now when you bring Coach Bud to the table, you bring offensive fluidity, and that's what this team needs.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 12.
Fultz to McConnell. For three, T.J. McConnell, like Rocky. He loves the tough situations.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Middleton. Lets it fly from long range. And Chris Middleton, good on the quick release that time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Markelle Fultz. He's 2 for 2 now.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Bucks basketball. Down the lane to lay it in.
There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. With his ball skills, pretty good. With his height, 6'11". His athleticism, 40-inch vertical plus. And he's most dangerous in transition, which is probably the reason why he had an MVP caliber year with career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
Embiid. To McConnell. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Andy.
Knocked loose. Embiid to Fultz. Joel Embiid. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 25, Ben Simmons. Stepping in for the...
Jay, it seems every year Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a mega leap. Now he's entering his 6th NBA season.
And Brook Lopez is on the record, the new acquisition for the Bucks, saying that Giannis is the best player in the Eastern Conference. That is saying something when you have Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard. Let's not forget that a couple years ago, we were talking about Kawhi Leonard being the second best player in the game, yet alone the Eastern Conference.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. To Middleton. A big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The assist from number 25.
The Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo. Open look. Deep two there. Won't go. To Fultz. Markelle Fultz. He's now 4 for 6.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Antetokounmpo. He buries it off the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Bucks have it. Straight on three. At the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Bucks with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Bucks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The 76ers are within striking distance at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Bench points.
this is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo has been punishing the rim with a variety of dunks. This is a guy that wants the top play section all to himself. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. They lose a Game 7 at Boston. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but last year was a disappointment for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 years ago, they finished 6th in the Eastern Conference. And last year, when you play against the Celtics, a team that does not have 2 of its star players in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, the Bucks should have won that. But it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Sixers have the basketball.
I got ball.
Simmons. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Adetokunbo. And finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Brook Lopez able to recover with the block. That's his first of the game.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team up by 7. Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Bucks at the controls. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Simmons with it. The margin standing now at 7. Inside, he scores.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Brook Lopez. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like. But guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
Redick with it. The deficit now up to 5. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Middleton. Tough shot. He hits.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 6.
Screen.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Adetokunbo. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Wilson Chandler at the line. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Goes to the right side. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Giannis with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Cleared out by Embiid. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Bucks in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Fultz from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Shot from the lane won't go. To Fultz. Markelle Fultz. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Short jumper won't go down. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To DiVincenzo. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. That's a 24-second violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Simmons to Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment. Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Now 4 for 9.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
John Henson at the line. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Markelle Fultz. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not known for that. Markelle Fultz, the former #1 pick, hits a tough shot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Whoa, what a finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Fultz fires the three. It's claimed by Milwaukee. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Has a look. Giannis off the mark. To Fultz. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Everybody knows the story about how Markelle's shot really struggled last year. I got the cure. It's called amnesia. Last year never happened. This year is the only year that matters. Let your game continue to establish itself, and your game doesn't have to be what it was before. It can have its own new dimension.
Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Has a chance. Shot misses there for Adetokunbo.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
No good, and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Misses the first.
Why you play and live over 2K?
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Philadelphia with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's loss.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. J.J. Redick. Woo! Saves the day. Let's go Sixers. Oh, clutch. J.J. Redick. Damn, that was good. Woo!
It's rude to ignore your chat.
Was it Little Cricket? It's rude to ignore it. All right, you can leave. You can leave if you don't like it. You can leave. You're welcome to leave. You're welcome to leave.
Adds the free throw.
And you're also welcome to don't come back. Don't come back.
Giannis with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. Lopez gets it in the left corner.
Trying to win this game.
From the outside, no good.
No!
The follow won't go either. And will get the intentional foul here.
Oh,
17 seconds to go.
This is a close game,
man,
and
what a
possessions
game.
are at a premium.
I just asked a question and you ignored me for no reason. Emoji disappointed face.
Yeah, I understand. I'm trying to win the game, man. I'm trying to focus on the game. The reason why I brought NBA Live is because 2K, the sound quality don't come through when you stream it. When you stream the game with 2K, people can't hear the sound. So that's what I found out over YouTube. They can't hear the sound of the crowd when you play 2K19. So that's why I didn't buy it.
Oh, he missed
That's
on there.
garbage. What? No.
Almost. And he's not getting the call.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint
Thank
is
you
enough
for
to
the
make
answer.
the offensive player miss a
Oh,
shot
you're
before
welcome.
he
You're
even got
welcome.
to the ground.
You're welcome. I don't mean to be mad, man. I'm into the game. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mad. I don't want to lose to the Bucks. They're tough. I want to beat the Bucks. I'm sorry. You got me in the zone. You came through. I'm in the zone right now. No time left. I'm about to go in the playoffs soon. We're about to do the playoffs, and I might got to face this team. I don't like the Bucks. They're tough. I don't like the Bucks.
Goes 2 for 2. Now the Bucks
It's
signal for a
always
timeout.
tight like this.
They're going to have something up.
We
for
can
an
never
open
get.
look at a 3.
It's always like a 1-point win. It's something in the clutch. Something that happens. I thought we was gonna lose, man. We still can lose. I don't know. Hey, 5.4. The Bucks is tough. I think they're second place behind us. We're first. They're second. Hey. Oh man, what a game. Woo! What a game. Little Cricket. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Little Cricket, welcome to the stream. Yeah, 2K, man, I didn't want to get it because of the sound quality. I love 2K, and I would have bought 2K and streamed. I love 2K. I like that more than NBA Live, but it doesn't work all the way, the sound quality. When you stream it, the sound quality don't sound good. So that's why I had to go with NBA Live, because I still got to stream basketball every season. I got to get a little bit of every sport. So I had to get a basketball game, and Live was next. So, but NBA Live, I like it a lot. I like NBA Live. I like the game. You know, I like the game. No, block it!
Footer at the buzzer. A
We
good
take
combo
it.
shot.
Let's
No
go.
good. The
That's what I'm
Sixers are
talking about.
victorious.
Let's go
As
Sixer
they win
Nation.
this 1
Yeah.
3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish. No one should be surprised that we're highlighting all of the shots that were blocked in this contest. It's just amazing how one swat can fire up a team, and even their coach. The Bucks finished on the losing end of a close score. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. number 1.
Here's a look at the remaining games. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.